got dyspraxia, for those of you trying to diagnose me. I can feel it. Oh, is it autism? No, it's fucking not, thank you. Not that there's anything wrong with that, just to be clear. It's just they are making eye contact, they're just far fucking back. Dyspraxia, if you don't know, it's a condition, right? It affects like my spatial awareness, my coordination. It's tough over the pandemic, very hard to social distance when you're dyspraxic. Do you know what I fucking mean, lad? Thanks for coming, man. Thank you very much. It is, man. Like, how did anyone judge 2 meters? How were you doing that? How do you... I just use my knob. No one comes near me when it's out. It's tiny. I went to a specialist school for kids with tiny knobs. It was just me and a load of cherubs. We all had little mini ones, even the teachers, which did make us feel better, but really they shouldn't have been showing us. No, I went to a specialist school. It was called the University of Salford. No, I went to a high school, right? Specialist high school for kids with dyspraxia or dyslexia. It was called a Hume Hall. We got any fellow Hume Hallers in, by any chance? Give me a... No Hume Hallers in now? Of course not, all outside shouting at pigeons. That's my bread! When I was 11, I had to go for like an interview at Hume Hall, see if I was appropriate. And I was nervous, but I turned up, they took one look at me, they said, "You're fucking perfect, lad." That is exactly what we're fucking after. Getting in now. Keith, come and have a look at this. We found the one. He's fucking perfect. You're not gonna believe it, mate. He looks just like your drawing. Get him on the front of the prospectus. This place is amazing. They give you beer. It was a good school, though. It was a good school. It was. We had our own dance troupe. Yeah, they were called Neurodiversity. They were bad. They were not good dancers. That was just us walking, like we weren't got out for it, man. I always liked performing, though. As a kid, all I wanted to do was this. I wanted to be a stand-up comedian. But you can't do stand-up when you're a kid. I did the next best thing. I was a magician. A dyspraxic magician. Slow of hand. My shows, they were a roller coaster. You'd watch me pull a rabbit out of a hat, you'd be like, wow, he's done it. And then I'd accidentally break the rabbit's neck, and there's only so many you can bury before you begin to blame yourself. It's very, very sad. It's hard to know what job you're going to do when you're dyspraxic. As a kid, I remember that advert you remember that advert? You know the, you could be a Royal Marine! Do you remember that? You remember that? You know that, you could be a Royal Marine! You remember that? I remember watching that like, oh wow, could I now? Oh yeah, you reckon? I could be a Royal Marine, fucking this! I was buzzing, I couldn't believe it. I was like, Mummy, I'm going to war! I hope they serve bees. I don't think the Royal Marines want Dyspraxics. But you don't hear that in the adverts, do you? If you can drop a phone, you can drop a bomb. I don't think I'm what they're after. I don't think I'm cut out for war. I feel like no matter how hard I tried, I'd end up doing the wrong thing. You know, like, if I was one of the 9/11 hijackers, I'd end up landing the plane. Sorry, lads, I could not do that again if I tried. Fuck. Shit, how did I do that? That was pretty impressive, though, wasn't it? Jesus Christ! All the American passengers are clapping. I wish I knew how to clap. I don't know. They worked out to get gay men in the army, though. Remember that? Don't ask, don't tell. We won't ask you if you're gay. You don't tell us if you are. Sorted. That doesn't quite work with Dyspraxics, does it? Imagine, I'm there, licking a landmine. Like, Tiernan, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I'm not allowed to say. But I'd get back if I was you. I'm interested in the army, though. I find it fascinating. I found out about this thing called stolen valor. Stolen valor, it's basically where someone pretends they've served in the army and they haven't really. Like, they'll go around wearing, like, fake medals or military garments, and then someone who was in the army sees them and they can tell that they're not the real deal. So they start filming them and asking them questions, trying to catch them out. And, like, they get so angry in these videos. I always think they're overreacting. At the end of the day, it's just someone wearing your old work uniform. I used to work at KFC. I saw a guy on the train wearing a KFC cap. I didn't go and confront him. You all right, mate? Nice cap. Really nice suits you. Which branch did you serve at? Name all 11 secret herbs and spices. Name them! You're a fraud! I'm calling the colonel. I didn't do that. What's your name, little fella? Callum? Are you little, or is that just the energy you give off? How tall are you?
5'10".
You scrawny little bastard. Same height as me. Do you like baked beans?
Don't mind them, yeah.
You don't mind them? Next time you eat baked beans, you're going to think of me. You are. Outside, banging on the window, give me some beans, Cali boy! Insurance. Nice, man. Last job before comedy, I worked in a primary school. I was a lunchtime supervisor. I'm not making this up. I was a fucking dinner lady. It was heartbreaking. I wanted to be a Royal Marine. And there was a dinner lady. I was 25. 25. That's like 11. In dinner lady years. was a big step up for me, that job. It was a huge step because before that job, I worked at KFC. Let me tell you now, supervising a child, very different to supervising a chicken burger. It is. You mess a child up, you can't just hide it and eat it on your break. You can't. You can't get away with it anymore. You can't. Ofsted don't like it when you do that. It was weird going for a job interview during the pandemic. The woman interviewing me, she was like, I won't be doing handshakes. So I hugged her. Give me the fucking job. And got the fucking job, mate. I got a job. I did what it took. Straight in. Her name was Maggie, right? Maggie was the head dinner lady. And she was fucking terrifying. Maggie should have been in the Royal Marines. Nothing would get past this woman. Once we were clearing up the canteen, all the kids are playing outside. They've finished their lunch. Maggie finds a full sandwich hidden underneath one of the tables. What would you have done, Callum? Have you been listening? Hello? You've been thinking about your bit, haven't you? Should have lied about my height. Fuck! Will he really break into my garden? Yes, I fucking will! Full sandwich hidden underneath one of the tables. All the kids are playing outside. What would you have done, Callum?
Eat the sandwich.
Eating it? What the fuck? A child's lunch. You're like the opposite of Marcus Rashford. Maggie starts looking for clues, right? She picks the sandwich up and she sniffs it. That's gluten-free bread. Dylan Lewis, year 6. Bring him in. I'm stood there like, what the fuck is going on? Maggie's about to waterboard an 11-year-old celiac. What is happening? This is crazy.